The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News
No one
Now.
in our city or region should be in a position where they need to wrestle a gun away from anyone while they're just going about their day.
Happening right now, more officers, more safety. Mayor Muriel Bowser and Metro officials making a major announcement about increased police presence on Metro after recent outbreaks of violence right on the system itself. We're going to be live on that in just a few minutes. You don't want to miss it. And help is on the way. We're taking a look at organizations right here at home that are stepping up to help after the absolute devastation in both Syria and Turkey. And later on, inflation and how picking up some gig work could lead to savings.
And Joe, those warmer temperatures are going to be sticking around for your Thursday, but we are tracking some spotty showers, so definitely keep it here. We'll time it out for you guys coming up in just a bit.
We'll take those warmer temperatures and leave those showers to the side. All right, Brady, thanks. Hey there, good Wednesday evening here on DC News Now. I am Joseph Omo. Thanks so much for joining us. Mark Hall will be back in the next hour. Let's get straight to that breaking news now. It has been exactly a week since a gunman went on a shooting rampage inside of a Metro station during the busy morning rush hour commute. And today, Metro's General Manager Randy Clark, along with DC Mayor Muriel Bowser, announcing a major change coming to some of the transit system's biggest stations. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg was there for that press conference that Daniel just a couple minutes ago wrapped up. I want you to take us into your headspace right now. Tell us what stood out to you in that press conference. What happened?
Well, Joseph, the big thing here is that there is now an agreement between DC Police and Metro Transit Police where Metro will be paying DC police officers to patrol at least 5 stations to start off with, 2 MPD officers per station. That's in addition to the Metro Transit police officers that have already been patrolling daily. Metro, again, will be footing the bill, and DC Police Chief Conti says it will be a voluntary detail, just like how officers have been patrolling the streetcars. The patrols will be focused on morning and evening rush hour. The first patrols, based on crime data, will be deployed at Metro Center, Gallery Place, Georgia Ave, Petworth Station, Congress Heights, and Union Station. Again, Clark says the 2 officers per station from DC Police is in addition to Metro Transit Police officers. Of course, both departments are struggling for staff. The chief of Metro Transit Police said their staff is down about 70 to 78 officers. Of course, Metropolitan Police Department is down as well. Here's what Randy Clark had to say, the general manager of Metro, about safety issues and the fact that this is only at 5 stations right now.
I want to reiterate what the mayor said. We do believe Metro is safe. I personally just came up the escalator. I'll be going back down on the train later today. I'm on the system every day. That does not mean that we believe that our work is not done. Every day we wake up knowing it is our job to do everything humanly possible to make the system safe. And I'm proud, and I want to thank the 12,000 Metro employees on a daily basis come to work and provide safe service for our community.
Now, these extra patrols will be going through June. That is when this agreement ends, just because that is the end of the fiscal year. At that point, they will have to reevaluate. Mayor Bowser said she hopes that other regional jurisdictions will participate as well in Maryland and Virginia, because one point that Chief Conti made is that his officers will mostly be on the platforms and in the stations as opposed to being on the trains, because then you can get into jurisdictional issues when a train crosses into, say, Maryland or Virginia. But Metro Transit Police, Randy Clark says, will be on Metro trains and buses patrolling. We're live at Metro Center. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what riders think about that plan. All right, we're taking a live look outside right now at the Washington National Cathedral. Barely any clouds in the sky right now. Brittany Ward, we've been talking about the warmer weather all day. One of our colleagues was trying to leave the station earlier today with like a ginormous winter coat on, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? It's like, it feels like it's 75 degrees outside. Wasn't that warm today, but it's absolutely beautiful, unseasonably warm.
Absolutely, Joe. You know, these temperatures were more like spring. We got a little taste of spring as we headed into your Wednesday. Take a look at these afternoon highs. We were in the 60s for the highs, upper 60s the further off you head to Manassas and even Fredericksburg, Virginia. And we did see that mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. Satellite and radar showing you most of us were really sitting under sunny clouds or sunny skies, excuse me. We did see some light cirrus clouds the further off you headed into the mountains. But overall, it was a nice day out there. Now, we are keeping our eye out on this storm system that's off to our west. That's going to start to work its way into our area as we head in towards the end of our work week, and that will be the chances for us to see some rain. Temperatures right now still on the mild and even warm side. 63 currently in DC, 57 as you head over there to Hagerstown, 58 there in Martinsburg, and overall, we're about 10 to even 15 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. So it definitely was a treat out there for you guys to get outside and enjoy it. And the good news is, if you didn't get outside today, you still do have tomorrow. So planning out your evening, going to be quiet out there, still going to be seeing that mixture of clear skies out there with a few clouds there. We start to see those temperatures dip down into the 50s by that 7 o'clock hour. Upper 40s though as you head into that 8 o'clock hour, and we are tracking some showers for your Thursday, so keep it here. We'll have a check of that forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, that is Brittany Ward over there in the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. Developing now, a man has been shot and killed in Laurel, Maryland, and a suspect at this hour is still on the loose. It happened in an area where there's a big shopping center, which includes a Sam's Club and a Walmart. Police are urging anybody who was in the area at around 10 o'clock this morning to contact them immediately if they saw anything. And remember, you can always reach out to them anonymously.
Mucize işte. Mucize geliyor. Maşallah.
Some joy amid so much trauma there. Our coverage continues of the devastating earthquake that rocked both Turkey and Syria this week. A pair of infant twins were rescued after being trapped for 40 hours underneath rubble in Turkey. Imagine being trapped for 40 hours. The video shows police carrying both children from debris of a building after the country was hit with that 7.8 earthquake. Police called the rescue a miracle. The death toll continues to rise to roughly 12,000 people. Well, meanwhile, many organizations back here at home are trying their hardest to get help to Syria and Turkey, whatever resources they can. But because of how bad it is over there, it's getting harder and harder to actually get to the places that need it most. Our Michaela Newton is live in the newsroom with the story. Michaela, you spoke with an organization trying to get resources to Syria specifically. What did they tell you?
Yeah, well, Joseph, earlier I actually spoke with someone whose family members passed away in that earthquake, but I actually spoke with the Syrian Task Force, an organization based right here in D.C., and they've said they've been trying to do everything that they can to get some of those resources there, but it has been a struggle. So right now there is a call and a cry for help from people in Syria after that deadly earthquake, some even coming to grips on losing their family members. So there are calls on the United Nations to help provide direct aid to some of the areas hardest hit because they are extremely hard to reach.
Northern Syria is a place where there are millions of already internally displaced civilians that have been under that have suffered the worst crimes of the 21st century, including chemical weapons, bombardment by Russia, Iran, and the Assad regime. And then on top of all of this now, there's this massive natural disaster. And the fact is, the United Nations, the European Union, the international community has so far done zero, no assessments, no provision of aid for these areas that were some of the worst hit by this earthquake.
And coming up in the next hour, we'll hear more about those challenges from those survivors. But if you want to help, you can definitely go to our website, dcnewsnow.com, to find out how you can give donations to the Turkish embassy. For now, reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Michaela Newton for DC News Now.
All right, Michaela, thank you. Well, tonight, a candlelight vigil will be held for victims who've been impacted by the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. It's going to take place on Peace Street Northwest at DuPont Circle. Community members are going to come together to show their solidarity and support the rescue teams That vigil set to begin tonight at 7 p.m. All right, your time now 5:09. Over to Virginia now, where Democrats in the state Senate are derailing 3 of Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin's political appointees. They include Health Commissioner Dr. Collin Green. Critics accused him of downplaying the impact of racism on health outcomes last year. The Senate also refused to confirm a member of the Board of Education and an appointee to the parole board. Governor Glenn Youngkin now firing back. He calls the move an appalling show of partisanship. He's defending the integrity of his nominees.
They're the ones playing politics about these. We're exercising our independent judgment about people we don't think are either qualified or have the right temperament to sit on these boards.
Yeah, that state senator that you just heard from there says that the governor will have to find replacements for these positions. It's not clear yet if Republicans plan to retaliate. All right, well, new tonight, the Christmas season might be in our rearview mirror, but as DC News Now's Stephen Cohen found out today, Santa and his elves, specifically in Western Maryland, are busy year-round. Take a look.
For the downtown Hagerstown Rotary Club, the Ritual of Giving is a 12-month enterprise. Their volunteer members have raised over $4 million for the Washington County community.
Boy Scouts, Girls Incorporated, Boys and Girls Clubs.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
We've been able to purchase a van and transport underprivileged girls to our center, which has impacted hundreds of girls' lives.
These volunteers support nonprofit groups like the YMCA for expenses many might take for granted, but are critical to helping the organization meet community needs.
New roofs, heating and air conditioning, putting in new windows, expenses that are difficult for nonprofits to raise funding on their own.
A bull and oyster roast at Hagerstown Community College the last Sunday of February draws a huge crowd of supporters for the Rotarian Project.
Have contributed $4+ million back to the community.
Maybe there's a community, neighborhood, or service project in your area where these Rotarians can help. Reporting from Hagerstown, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.